Greetings, my V family all over the world. This is your Chief. Welcome to week 45. All right, it's my Wednesday message. It's been a crazy day. Your Chief is dressed up because today we had a beautiful meeting with the Rhythm Foundation, chaired by Datin Sri Umayal. All right, and the team, the amazing team at Rhythm Foundation and Vijayaratnam Foundation presented to us all the work the foundation has done around the world, and it gives me great pride to belong to this organization, that Dato Sri Vijay and Japa, they live the words, raise yourself to help mankind. I don't know whether you know, so let me tell you that every product that you sell or you present and somebody buys the product anywhere in the world, a certain percentage of that sale goes to the Rhythm Foundation. So every time you do a presentation, you're helping a life through the foundation. Every time you do a 3 UV sale, a 5 UV sale, a 7 UV sale, a 1 UV sale, a RSP product, a part of that sale goes to the foundation to do the great work they're doing around the world. And I think that is why we are so blessed that Dato Sri and Japa were never focused on profitability, never focused on their own wealth, but truly live that statement of raise yourself to help mankind. And I need you to do a favor. I need you to follow Rhythm Foundation, Vijayaratnam Foundation and Tarana School on Instagram. Search for them and follow them on Instagram today. Okay, I want a lot of love for their Instagram page and amazing stuff you can see there. So today was that happening, so your chief had to dress up and look amazingly sexy and gorgeous in his white shirt. And then I had the privilege of sitting with Dato Sri Vijay, my mentor in Upline, and as he was mentoring the corporate warriors of the V and Q net. And then I came back here to the 13th floor and had tons of meetings planning the whole of next year, which is going to blow your mind. And I'm here for the Wednesday message. All right, and this Wednesday message, firstly, V Kids V Teens, I hope you watch my first monthly episode of V Kids V Teens, and I hope you like it. It's on VTube, will be available on iOS and Android very soon. Be patient, but right now you still have to go through your web page if you don't already have the app on your phone, okay? All right, so this is your chief here on the Wednesday message, and today I want to talk again about network marketing. I speak sometimes about live on my Insta live, and I try my best to share the little wisdom that I have and a lot of wisdom that I get from Japa, Dato Sri Vijay, and my beautiful mother, God bless her soul. And life itself is a great teacher. But today I want to talk about network marketing, okay? And I want you to listen very carefully. If you're brand new, or you've been in the business, or you're max out, king or queen, V partner, AVP, V council, V elite leader, doesn't matter. Empty your cup. Listen. Now, ultimately, network marketing is about people. I've said this a million times. It's about people. It's about managing people. It's about your relationship with people. It's about managing expectation on a daily basis, an hourly basis, every minute. And a lot of people think network marketing is ultimately about 3,000 BV on the left, 3,000 BV on the right, you get paid. And that is true. However, all right, everything you do in network marketing, and I've said this a million times and I want to repeat again so you listen, is about how well you manage the relationships. Now, there's one fundamental relationship that people take for granted. Now, being an upline, grand upline like me, with a multitude of relationships, it's cool. But the most important relationship is between upline and downline. All right, your leaders, the people you work with. It doesn't mean your referral, because they may switch off, fall asleep, quit the business. It's absolutely normal. But eventually, after a few days, after a few weeks, after a few months, after a few years of building your network, you will have a core group, all right, the movers and shakers, your inner circle, like how Dato Sri Vijay has the V partners. You have your own little V partners, all right. They may not be the giants as the V partners are, but one day they will get there. And you have your core group. And your core group, generally you refer to them as your leaders, or your inner circle, or your core team. All right, and they are not going to be 100 people. You're bull-sugaring yourself. There's not like 200 people, my leaders, chief, total absolute bull-sugar. You're going to have 4 if you are good, 6 if you are great, 10 if you are unbelievable, maybe 12, 14, 16 if you are already at the ultimate networker level. Are you guys with me? And these are your inner circle leadership. Now, these relationships are the most important relationships in your journey to max out, in your journey to financial freedom. That these relationships you have to handle very differently. These relationships are going to decide your commission next week. This relationship is going to decide, all right, the future of your children, what car you're going to buy in 5 years, what house you're going to live in 10 years. So you must firstly recognize the importance of this relationship. Whether it's 4, 2, 1 or 16. You cross 16, you're lying. All right? But the fact of the matter is, these are the most important relationships. Now, these relationships you cannot take lightly. These relationships are not short term. These relationships are for life. All right? It's like Arun, Adli, Sati, David, the coin service. Now, these are people who I have processed in my mind that I'm going to grow old with, or they grow old and I grow. All right? I'm going to grow old with. They are going to be there on my last day. I know this. It's like my relationship with my uplines, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. It is not a short term, it's not temporary, it's not for benefit, it is a lifelong commitment. And the first thing you have to decide is that this relationship is for life. You make that decision. Now, if they decide to quit the business after 6 years, if they decide to break away from you after 4 years, it doesn't matter. But when you have decided that this is your core team, your inner circle, you must have that click, you must have the paradigm shift that these relationships are for life. There is no divorce. There is no breakup. You decide that first. You plant that seed in your subconscious mind. You send that message to the world, to the universe. You decide that. Don't worry what they have decided. You decide that first. Alright? Now here comes the complicated part or the contradiction, but try to understand what I'm saying. You decide they are relationship for life. And also you must decide that you are willing to lose them. I know. Now you're going like, what? Chief, why do you confuse me on the Wednesday message? No. You must decide that they are relationship for life. But you must also decide that you're willing to lose them. Because if you're not willing to lose them, you will not be the best upline you can be. Because if a relationship is based on the fear of losing somebody, you will lose the ability to be truthful with them. You will lose the ability to push them. You will lose the ability to help them fly and max out and be the best version of themselves. Now, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, I'm sure, I hope, and I know that they decided their relationship with me is for life. But I know they don't fear losing me. They don't mince their words. They are not worried. They don't walk on eggshells. They tell me to my face where I'm wrong, how I need to improve. But they do it from a place of love and care, because it's a relationship for life, and not from a place of power and ego. They do it with establishing trespass and re-establishing trespass every single time we meet, whether it's a hug, whether it's I love you, Apu, all right, whether it's a message of gratefulness, all right, or whether they're doing something for me or my family that matters to me. They re-establish trespass every time. So this inner circle, trespass is re-established almost every day with them to remind them that this relationship is for life. Now the next thing you have to recognize, that you have to add value to them. And this requires you to keep growing. Because at some point, if you stop growing, you can no longer add value to them. And it requires you to be in a mode of growth, of evolution, of change, of humility, a journey of humbling yourself so that you can add more value to them. Because if you're arrogant, you cannot add value to them. If you're full cup, you got nothing to give them. You've already given them everything. If you come from a place of power and authority, I am your upline, listen to me, you will lose them. So you must come from a place of love, of care, of humility. And that requires you to keep growing. So if you want to continue leading this core team, if you want them to help you max out 1, 2, 3 tracking centers for many generations to come, you got to be able to add value to them. Because the day you stop adding value to them, you lose them. Because they're looking up to you as upline. What value are you adding? So you got to upgrade yourself. You have to keep growing. You have to innovate, evolve, grow from inside, grow mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, every aspect. If you stop growing, you will lose people. Because after a while, they look at you and say, why? What's the benefit? You got to keep adding value. I cannot do my Wednesday message for 12 years if I did not be a student of Dato Sri Vijay and keep growing and evolving and changing so I can add value to you every week, and I hope I am. All right? And the next point is that their success, their dreams, and I know this is difficult, but listen to me carefully. If this is your core team, if these are the most important people on this journey, all right, their dream, their success must be more important than yours. And if you can reach this state of emotional existence, if you can reach this state of selflessness or being in service to them, you will have their loyalty for life. Like how Japa and Dato Sri Vijay have my loyalty for life. Because for 26 years, they demonstrated to me that my dream, my success was more important than theirs. Do you understand? You have to demonstrate it. You have to show them. You have to be there for them. You understand? Now focus on your commission, but think of it logically. If you focus on 4 people, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, their success, their dreams, your success becomes automatic. I said this a million times, so wake up, smell the coffee. Your inner circle. You got to know them. You got to know their families. They got to know your families. You got to eat together, travel together. You got to spend the most time awake with them. Besides doing presentation and training and supporting the group, you be with them. You got nothing to do, you call them, meet them for coffee, go to their homes at 2 in the morning, have a cup of coffee, strengthen that bond. That bond will start like a thread and eventually it has to be a titanium cable this big. You understand? That is unbreakable, unstoppable. Are you guys with me now? That inner circle is the most important relationships you have, are the most important relationships. If you invest 20% in the rest of the relationships, 80% investment are into these relationships. You got to help raise them. You got to be there for them. And yes, be there for their birthday. Be there for their son's birthday, their daughter's birthday, Diwali, Eid, Christmas, Chinese New Year, whatever. But most important is to be there for them in their darkest hour. When their world falls apart, you be there. If they lose someone they love, you be at that house. You don't leave until you know they are okay. If they are in trouble anywhere in the world, you jump on a flight and you go to them or send somebody to them. Dato Sri Vijay and Japa, I don't think truly remember my birthday throughout the 26 years. It doesn't matter. It's just my birthday. But on my dark days, on my tough days, they were always there for me. That's why they have my loyalty for life. Are you guys with me? Now these 16 people, you must learn to forgive. You must have tremendous amount of patience with them. They may hurt you. Forget it, move on. Confront, move on. Talk about it, move on. Never take anything personal. Never take anything to your heart and sleep at night. How dare he or she say this? No, they are too important to your journey. They made a mistake, forgive them. Alright, they said something to hurt you. Confront, forget, forgive, move on. And this is the secret of success. The true secret of max out is not the masses. It's about these people, the 4, the 2, the 6, the 8, the 10, the 12, the 14, the 16. Dato Sri Vijay said this, give me 10 people and I can conquer the world. Start finding your 10, your 12, your 14, your 16. But these relationships, treat them differently. This relationship needs high level maintenance. These relationships need watering and pruning and fertilizer and care and love and sunlight. These relationships will define your success. But more importantly, these relationships will define who you are as an upline and who you are as a networker and ultimately who you are as a human being. So manage these relationships well. Look after these relationships. Be grateful for these relationships and never give up on these people. Never give up on them. Even if they give up on themselves, you never give up on these people. Your inner circle, your core. Are you with me?